Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. I'm Yinki. To all our existing subscribers, I appreciate you. Thanks for your support all the way. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, feel free to do that today, as lots of amazing tutorials await you on this channel. So today, I'll be showing you how to make a wrap dress with front slit strap and puff sleeve. So let's get started. This is the measurement that I need. I need the shoulder measurement, the bust, the under bust, the half length, the full gown length, the hip length, the gown half length. And for the skirt also, I shall be showing you the measurement when is the time. So the first thing we'll do is to take the measurement from the shoulder to the half length. From the shoulder to the half length is 14 inches as seen in the measurement. So 14 inches is what I will mark right now. Then I will take the measurement with my ruler. So there is a guide for us now. We are working in between that line 1 to 14 inches. So the next thing is to mark my zipper allowance. Note that the first thing we are going to do is to draft the back first. So I'll be drafting the back pattern before I will go back to the front pattern. So I'll input all the vertical measurements, the bust, the under bust, and the half length. That's what I'm going to input. So having done that, because the reason why I'm drafting the back first is because it's a wrap dress, and that's how I can do it perfectly. So the next thing is to take the upper chest measurement, which is 2 inches above the bust line. Then I'll connect it to the shoulder line. So I've measured the shoulder line, which is connected to the upper chest. So this is the neck width. The neck width is 4 inches. And the next thing is to input the nipple to nipple measurement in order to take my dart. So the nipple to nipple measurement is 4 inches, which is 8 divided by 2. Originally it is 7, but I added half inch sewing allowance on the joint because of the joining. So I'm going to take a straight line on the nipple to nipple measurement like so. Then after I have taken that, then I will take that of 1 inch on the waistline, which will be spread as half inch on both legs. So that's what I'm going to take right away. After I have done that, then the next thing to do is to input all the measurements. So I'll consider the dart that I've taken. Anywhere that there is dart intake, I'm going to add it to the measurement. So the measurement, the circumference measurement will be input like if it's 36 inches for the bust, divided by 4 will give me 9. Then I'll add all the dart intake and add 2 inches sewing allowance all through. 2 inches sewing allowance all through. So this is the neck depth. The neck depth could be 5, 5.5 or 6. Then the neck width will be taken here. So I'll be taking the neck width as you can see. I'm placing my tape measure. The neck width will just in form of off-shoulder bodies. So I'll be taking the neck width as 4.5 inches. Thereabout 4 inches is what I took here because of the strap. So I've taken 4 inches and the strap stand of 2 inches. So the strap stand is what I just drafted and the armhole. So this is the strap stand. It starts from here. So I'll connect the strap to it like so. So I'll just connect the strap to the shoulder like so. So the strap will now be cut separately, though it's cut together, but the strap will be cut separately. Then I'll show you that one later. So this is the shoulder slope. You still take the shoulder slope also because the shoulder slope must show in the strap. So I will take the shoulder slope like so and add my sewing allowance. Then add sewing allowance to the half length, sewing allowance of half inch to the half length. Then we can go ahead and cut. So we can go ahead and cut it. So this is our back is almost ready. So when I get here, I also need a sewing allowance of half inch on the armhole and on the neckline. So I will add half inch on the armhole and on the neckline. So I'll go ahead and cut it out completely. So this is the back. So I have the back like so. So I'm going to remove the strap also. As I told you, I will remove the strap separate. So later on, the strap will be joined to the bodies. So this is the back. Fold the zipper allowance away. I'll fold the zipper allowance away, then place it. Because this is an overlap dress, it's like a wrap dress. It overlap, so it will overlap like that's the inches at which I'm going to use it to overlap is what I just placed, like 4 inches to overlap or 3.5 inches. Then I'll trace it out. I'm going to use the back to trace out the front like so. So then I'm going to notch the dart allowance and even the center front. So I have removed what I used to trace. I've traced everything out like so. So the next thing to do is to the front depth is what I just measured. The front depth is taken on the upper chest level. The upper chest, I just measured 1.5 inch inward, then I connect it with my straight ruler. So on the upper chest is where I did the slanting. So I'll just cut through. I'll just cut through so you can see how it is when I place my back. So I'll just cut through. Then I have my back, my front. So I'm going to label this as my front, and this is the like the break point. So it's on the upper chest level. So I'm going to attach the strap later. So this is what I have cut out. I have cut out the fabric. This is the fabric being cut out with the pattern. So I'm going to first of all work on the front before I work on the back. So this is the lining. I have cut the lining the same way. So I've cut the lining the same way. So I'll be showing you there is a kind of band that is at the front. So the band is like 2.5 inch, 2 inches width. So this is what I will use to cut the band. Just a straight piece. I will just place it there, and it will serve as the band. So just a form of design. You may put the band and you may not put the band. And here I have my strap. You see the way I'm stretching the Ankara fabric. It has the direction of its stretch. So I'm going to cut along the direction of stretch for the strap, because the strap must be able to grab the shoulder very well. So that's why I must cut it on bias. So I have folded on bias right now, and I will cut using my pattern. So the pattern is on fold, and so the Ankara is on fold also. So I'll cut ×2 of the strap, because the strap will go to the back. So that's why I cut ×2 of what I have. So I'm going to stitch like so. So it depends on how tiny you want your strap to be. So you can make it as tiny as you like. So I'm going to stitch and later turn it to the right side so that it will form what I want. So since I'm not putting since it's not a full sleeve, it's an off shoulder sleeve, so I will turn the strap totally. So but if it's a full sleeve, you are not going to turn it. You will leave the sewing allowance of the full sleeve. I hope you get that. So I'm going to stitch the band to it like so. I'm going to do that for both. So this band will be stitched to it like so. You can see the way I'm stitching the band. So having done that, for the two, I will trim off the excesses. So the next thing is to fix the strap. So I'm going to attach the strap to the strap stand. Then I'll attach it to the back also. This will go to the back also. Then I'll come and show you the next thing. So this is the back. This is the back. It will be attached to the back in this way. Then I will stitch it with my 1/2 inch sewing allowance also. Then having done that, I'm going to go on a short break right now. Then when I'm back, I will do the turning. I will turn with the lining.
Do you desire to be a professional fashion designer in just a few weeks? Then what are you waiting for? Enroll at Yinki Couture Academy today. Our online, offline, and physical trainings are open in the following classes: advanced class for 4 weeks, intermediary class 8 weeks, and beginner class for 20 weeks. For inquiries, please call 0805 7944477 or 0903 218 4192. You can equally connect to us on our various social media platforms at Yinki Couture. Yinki Couture, home of dressmaking techniques.
So after fixing the strap, this is what I have. So the next thing to do is to turn with the lining. So this is how I'm placing the lining on the right side. So I'll place it on the right side like so. And I'll first of all stitch the strap area, then stitch the center front. Stitch the front with my half-inch sewing allowance. You can see the way I place it, that's the way I can turn it. So, and I'm going to stitch the side also. So I'm going to stitch the side also. There are several ways in which you can sew this. You may decide to turn everything inside so that there won't be any sewing allowance at the side at all. Everything will be concealed inside. But this is the way I love to do this. So for adjustment to be very easy for me. So this is the skirt. The full gown length is 55 inches while the half length is 14 inches. So I'm going to subtract the half length from the full gown length to get my skirt. So having done that, what I have is 41 inches. So I'm going to add sewing allowance of 2 inches to that 41 inches, which is 2 inches sewing allowance is for the skirt. Then it will make it 43 inches altogether. So having done that, the next thing to do is to input that 43 inches on this skirt right now. 43 inches. I'm going to take 43 inches skirt length altogether. Of the waist, that means the waist divided by 4 is what I'm going to take on the waist line right now. Waist divided by 4. So on that half length, I'm going to take the waist divided by 4. So waist, you can see the way I'm placing my tape measure, so that by the time I fix in my upper bodice, it will give me the exact dress length. So since the half length is 14, so I will take my hip length as 23 and my skirt half length above the knee is 33 inches. Above the knee is 33 inches. I have taken all the lengths now. So it's the circumference I'm taking now. The circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches sewing allowance. And also on the hip line, the circumference of the hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches sewing allowance. And I will go to the half length. Whatever I have on the hip line, I will subtract 1 from it. That's the circumference I'll put on the half length. On the half length to be able to work properly and conveniently. So if I have 12 on the hip line, I'm going to input 11 on the half length or 10 and a half. So you can take away 1 and a half or 1 inch. So I'm going to input my cuff like so. I first of all use my free hand, and you can use your hip cuff to balance it. So I don't want that this part to be too sharp, so I'll bring out my hand a little bit. Since it's a straight skirt, it's not a mermaid skirt, so I'll still bring out the hand like so. Then maintain that straight line towards the hem line of the skirt like so. So having done that, the next thing to do is to go ahead and cut it out. It's as simple as that. Very, very easy to make like you are making a straight skirt. So I will cut out like so. So as you can see now, the front and the back skirt has been cut together right here. So I have the front and the back. So I'm going to take the dart. I'm going to input the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 is what I input here. So 4 inches that I input on the bodice is what I'm inputting here for the dart. So I will notch it out like so. So having notched it out, I will take off the front because that's where the slit will show. So I'm going to input the slit on the front now, following the dart line. So I'll just trace the dart line out. You can iron it out so that it will be straight. You can see the dart. So just take one of the dart. This is the center front. This is the side dart. So this is another dart. So I'm going to use one of the dart. I'll fold it up like so to maintain the straight line. Then I'm going to iron it out so that it will be straight, or use my straight ruler to trace it out, then chalk it so that it will maintain this straight line. So I'll be notching from the hem line of the skirt through to the skirt half length, I mean above the knee. So I'll do that, and it depends on the client's preference. So the notching, the slitting must be based on your client's preference. So this is the straight line that I marked out. So I'll go ahead now and mark where the above the knee falls in. So I'm going to place my tape measure like so. You can see I started from 14, where the bodies will be input, upper bodies will be input, so that I'll be able to get the exact length for my, this is my half length, which is 33. So it depends, it's not stable for everyone to be 33. It depends on how tall you are. So I'm going to even go above that 33, so I'll be slitting to 32 here in this case. So I'll mark 32. On 32, I'll slit to this place. So always make sure you slit at least 1 inch above the knee so that it will be convenient for the wearer. So I'll slit through like so. Going to attach the skirt to the upper bodies right here. This is the dart line. So I have taken the dart on the skirt on both lines, and I'll just attach like this. Place the front on the back. Place the upper bodies on the skirt, and this is the back. I'm also going to attach the skirt like so. I'm also going to attach the skirt like so, and right now I'm done with this, the back. I'll do the same thing for the other side. So this is what I have. Then I'm going to join the two back panel together like so, in order to be able to fix my zipper. So this is what I have. This is what I have. I'm still going to slit at the back for convenience to be able to work. So I'm going to fix my zip right away. So having done that, I will go ahead and input the measurement. I'm going to input the measurement. So all the measurements will be input like so. I will let the half length to be a guide for me while placing my tape measure to be able to take all the measurements out. So having done that, the next thing is to input my sleeve after I have stitched the measure and taking the measurement. So I'm going to input my puff sleeve in this manner. This is the sleeve. It has rubber at both ends. So I'm going to fix it, match the armhole like so. So on the armhole, I'll start stitching from the armhole side. So I'll just match it like so. So stitch towards the rubber line. So having done that, I'll go ahead. I'm almost done with my dressmaking. So this is what I have. So whatever I have done to one side, I'll fix the sleeve for the other side like the same way. So I'll fix the sleeve of the other side like the same way. So this is what I have. I am done with my dressmaking. This is what I have. You can see how beautiful and lovely it is. So don't forget to like, share, and also drop your comment if you have any. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Until then, bye.